Looks like Mom cleaned them off real good. Morning, folks. It's cooler out in the 20s. Pretty breezy, but we got a lot to do over the next few days. We're planning on taking 15 loads out of this bin, 5 loads out of that bin, and then emptying the 18 loads out of the bin at the North Farm. Wanted to get all that done before the first calf came, and unfortunately yesterday afternoon a heifer had a premature calf. It is alive. It's really small, not able to stand, and Dad was nursing it yesterday afternoon, and that's just tough. It seems like most calving seasons start with something just gut-wrenching, something you didn't want. This is my third load of the morning already. Line's short, getting a lot done. Why is there a hole in this? Mice must have got to it. I need a big funnel. My hand doesn't add a whole lot of extra surface area for getting that in there. He's a little fella. Looks like Mom cleaned him off real good.
I put Onomore powder on it. She was still kind of uptight, but then after I fed it a bottle during the night, they got it milk around his face, and then the mother kind of did better. He's got some.
He eats good.
Yeah.
A little bull.
I see. I don't know if he stood up yet, but he's turned around, so that's good.
Man, have you had any calves this small?
Not alive.
Not alive?
No.
Yeah.
No.
He's got a good coat on him.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes they come so early it's pretty much just skin, but that's pretty good.
I almost expected a second one, but it wasn't one that we had projected for twins, so I don't know. But yeah, thought if I give him enough energy, they can start getting up and around. Maybe we might have to put the cow in head gate later and milk it and feed it or whatever. He needs to take a break once in a while.
That's good.
I would say I saved its life.
Yeah, good job. He came probably a week and a half early on our due date, but you know, she could have been not bred the first day we put the bull out, so it's probably anywhere from 30 to 45 days early, would you say?
More like 20 to 30, I'd say. Because we should be done from the due date about 21 days after, you know, except for the lingers. Could be up to 33 days early.
All right.
It's a science, Cole. It's not a guess.
Alrighty, and once Dad gets done feeding this, he's got the chores done. I've got 2 loads of corn in, and hopefully we can keep boogieing on that. If we get 10 done today, ooh.
It closed at 2:30, dude.
Ooh, hey, it's not even 10 yet, and I've got 2 in.
Yeah, well, let's shoot for 6 and see how that goes.
I ain't no underachiever, I clue you. So the mom's a little uptight, and so Dad grabbed an extra heifer, so she's not alone. They don't like being alone. When Dad told me about the calf and the size, I was not very hopeful, but this thing, like I said, it's got a nice coat on it. It survived the night. It's eating good. It's kicking around like it wants to stand. Seems pretty promising to me. There's a little moisture coming down. I got enough heat and airflow to melt it onto my windshield, and then it freezes, so I'm starting to have a hard time seeing. That's much better. This is not ideal. Good thing I stole my wife's oversized scraper. Turning into more of a snow now. Hopefully it just bounces off my windshield. We're about 2 rings down. After we get these 15 loads out, this bin's gonna be getting somewhat empty. We put about 30,000 in, already took 5,000 out, so after these 15, there'll be approximately 10,000 bushel left. Some people may not know these semis hold just about 1,000 bushel. And the local price of corn right now is about $4.30, $4.40. So easy math, one semi load of corn is worth about $4,300 to $4,400. We got a nice spot over here in the bathroom. You can see it's out of the wind behind these bales. Also making sure no one else decides to have a premature calf out here. Whew. It is a lot nicer behind this windbreak. That wind is brutal. Well, I'm next to dump, but the guy that just dumped, his brakes won't release on his trailer. So he keeps pulling ahead and the trailer's bouncing, you know, because the tires are skidding across the ground. So I'm just watching truck after truck dump in the other pit next to me. But I'm just stuck here. And so is he. I'd rather be me than him because I'm sure he feels not excited about what's going on. 8 loads delivered today. That's awesome. I was hoping for a second that we'd get 10, but the line started getting long. Missing a foot here and some leg. But 8 of my 15 are delivered, and plus 2 more loaded for tomorrow. It's about 2 o'clock. Dad's just finishing up lunch, and we're gonna get this heifer, this new mom, up in the head gate and milk her. We've been feeding that calf some colostrum supplement, and you know, there's just nothing like the real deal. So we're gonna get that mama up in there and see if we can get that little itty bitty calf some good milk.
I'm getting too old for this, Cole.
Well, you got another 20 minutes in you, don't you?
Time will tell.
Milk this cow for me.
Okay, and then I'm done? Until the next thing?
Well, I'll just start with this. My wife's got this handy tool she's been using. You think she'd let us borrow it?
Hope so.
So got that calf some colostrum, some mother's milk. Now we're gonna haul, there's 57 heifers over at the North Farm, and tomorrow we're gonna pelvic measure a bunch of heifers at our place, and it'd just be easier if these were at the main farm there. You know, we got the hydraulic chute and all that. 3 loads worth, bringing them to the farm so we're ready to go tomorrow. We'll be pelvic measuring and bangs vaccinating about 200 something head. It's gonna take about 5 hours, be about as cold as it is today. We're gonna feel it at the end of tomorrow.
Yep.
We load the cattle, we dump the cattle. There's about 100 in here, about 100 in here, and we just moved 57 over and put them up by the barn, and they're all gonna run through and it's gonna be a big day. Right away tomorrow morning, I'll sneak this truck in. That'll be coming at about 9 a.m. Got the 10 herd sires here at my place. They're looking hungry. Last thing of the day, if my machine starts, we'll feed them a couple bales. I'm feeling lazy, so we're probably gonna do twine wrap, so I don't have to cut net wrap. Alright folks, that's it for today. We appreciate you watching. Love to see you next time. Have a good one. Hello. Oh my. He's playing the piano.